You know, the Chicago Blackhawks made it to 3 Stanley Cup finals in 9 years. A lot of players helped that cause. Bobby Hull, his brother Dennis, Chico Mackey, Tony Esposito, Staple, and everybody else. But this guy, an unheralded defenseman, probably the silent number 4 of Chicago for quite a number of years. To me, like I said, a very solid player, very underrated. I wish every team had a skater like him, because a team with Doug Jarrett on it, you knew that your defensive side would be protected. If your defenseman was rushing or you needed somebody to make the big play, Doug was usually there. Now, Douglas William Jarrett, born April 22nd, 1944 in London, Ontario, was in the Chicago program for quite some times. Now, he first came to major prominence with the St. Catharines Teepees of the OHA in 61 with 4 points in 36 games. Now, he was on St. Catharines program in 62, and then when he changed into the St. Catharines Blackhawks, he was there for 2 more years. But he also had some minor hockey experience with the Buffalo Bisons over the 2 seasons. His best year in St. Catharines was his last, 1964, 61 points in 54 regular season games and 17 points in the playoff. Now, he broke in with Chicago in 1965 with 17 points in 46 games, and again, his first Stanley Cup appearance, he had 1 goal in 11 contests, with Chicago eventually lost to Montreal in the finals. Now, 65, he was back. He was also in the minors for seasoning, 18 games with St. Louis and Buffalo with 10 points. But 66, he had a full turn with the Blackhawks, 16 points in 66 games. Now, from 1967 to 75, again, a level of consistency. He played 70, 74, 69, 72, 51, 78, 49, 67, and 79 games with 16, 26, 23, 13, 24, 13, 29, 13, 16, and 26 points. And again, great in the playoffs. I remember that 71 run where he had a big 7 points. Every assist he got in the postseason was big. And again, Montreal, he lost to Montreal in 7 games. But 73, again, he helped his team get back. Another loss to Montreal, but still, like I said, very beloved in the Chicago region. Now, he eventually wrapped up his NHL career with 2 seasons with New York. He played 45 games in 76. In 77, played 9 games with the big club and wrapped up his career with New Haven of the AHL. Now, in retirement, he worked tirelessly on behalf of the Chicago Blackhawk Alumni Association, but unfortunately, he passed away in Fort Erie in 2014 with cancer. Now, 6'1", 190, again, wasn't scared to drop the gloves on occasion, but like I said, he'd rarely be out of place. And I think his career statistics can kind of talk about that 1972 season. That was a career year. He'd get you 3 to 6 goals a season, 19 to 25 points, 25 assists, and 30 points. And always was there in the playoffs, you know, with either a successful goal or a successful series of assists. But I look at that season in St. Catharines, boys, he was a hometown hero there for years, because in that final season, like I said, he let these Dukes fly, and like I said, 67 games, getting 78 points. And that was a big total for the OHA back at the time. Now, talking about Doug Jarrett, like to force him before he jump, Stapleton, Bill White, Magnuson, and him. That's pretty dynamite. Like I said, you're only as good as your 4 defensemen, how your number 4 defenseman is. And Doug was that. A very consistent guy. Again, very cerebral. And I saw him doing an interview on Hockey Night in Canada once. I think it was Toronto and Chicago. And he asked him, he said, well, any prediction of the rest of the season? Well, he said it's a cliche, but you got to take it one game at a time. And Doug should know that, because, you know, Chicago had a whole bunch of rivalries back then. There were a big rivalry against Boston, obviously against Montreal, Toronto, and the Rangers, literally all the original 6. This may sound kind of bizarre as well. They had a strong rivalry for some reason against Pittsburgh. I saw games between Chicago and Pittsburgh, really hard hitting. So, I mean, they needed those big four defensemen. But like I said, when Stapleton jumped, it kind of weakened him. And it was kind of ironic, when Stapleton jumped, he never really contended right after. Seems like 1973 was that peak, as we say, and also White and Stapleton playing at the Summit Series. So that's the legend of Doug Jarrett again, a person that's heavily missed by Chicago fans. If you like what we're doing here, give us a like, comment, and subscribe. And as we like to say up North Shore way, keep your stick in the ice. Bye.